Nostalgia. What is nostalgia? Could it be sitting in Miss Beck's 6th grade classroom, everybody say, hey, when you get to high school next year, don't get Miss Eulala Singletary for a teacher. She's a witch. Yeah, my first day at high school, in walked my new homeroom teacher, Eulala Singletary, 6.5 feet tall. She loomed above us like a myopic praying mantis. Blue rinse in her white hair, chalk white skin, bloodless lips, little eyeballs like pin lights shining through a Missouri road map. She wore those Dr. Scholl's lace-up pedicure pumps and silk print dresses from which trailed garlands of lilac water and talcum powder. And though she was the butt of many a coarse and callow juvenile joke, what dreams of love and altruism pulsed in that withered breast? Miss Eulala Singletary. Soon those Maitland boys posed a moment of truth. They smuggled a 38-inch scarlet king snake into Miss Eulala's desk drawer. There are those amongst you this evening knowledgeable in the field of herpetology who will verify the fact that a scarlet king snake is virtually identical to a coral snake, the only fatally poisonous reptile on the North American continent, save for its color markings. Both snakes are banded in the colors black, red, and yellow, but the sequence of the colors varies according to the species. If you're knowledgeable in this, you'll recognize a scarlet king snake as a friend to man. On the other hand, you go messing with a coral snake, one more white shirt'll do you. Miss Eulala Singletary came levitating into the classroom and led the class in the Pledge of Allegiance, the flag, and the Lord's Prayer, and various other examples of theological and nationalistic errata which have since been deemed superfluous by the 9 old men. She then made the announcements of the day. These she generally inscribed with chalk upon the blackboard, but this day there was no chalk at the rim of the blackboard, the Maitland boys having removed same, which would force the teacher into the drawer wherein awaited the serpent. She began. She said, boys and girls, your principal asked that I remind you that band practice will occur on the playing field today, as it's such a sunny day. He also asked that I remind you once again, you rapscallions have purloined my chalk. She slid open the drawer, reached downward, froze, polished off her spectacles, and continued, he asked that I remind you once again that those of us who reside in the tropic zones should at all times be aware of the difference between the dread coral snake and his harmless and colorful cousin, the scarlet king snake. She wrested the wriggling serpent from out of the jar and held it aloft, looked right at Bender Snodgrass and said, red on black, friend of Jack. Red on yellow, kill a fellow. Black on head, you're dead. Dropped the snake in the wastebasket, shut the drawer, and dismissed the class. All the Maitland boys were out there doing shalom. And from that time on, whenever anyone had the temerity to put down Miss Eulala Singletary, or the ill grace to refer to her as a witch, Bender Snodgrass and the Maitland boys would stomp out of her.